Well, good evening to you, everybody. Thanks all indeed for tuning in to this live stream again. This is the inspirational live stream this time, and for Wednesday, the 26th of June, 2024, a hot 26th of June, 2024. Though tomorrow it's to cool down. And then it's going to be in the probably no hotter than 2021 or possibly lower for the rest of the week and certainly within the new week and all that. And gosh, it could explain why I've only got just a shirt today because it is hot today. The weather was meant to be about 26-degree heat, but it really feels like about 27 or possibly 28 today. It really feels quite baking hot. Cheers, everybody. Nice pint of beer to at least quench my thirst. It's not often I only wear a shirt because I normally have a jumper or cardigan on, don't I? Because as you know, I feel the cold a lot. As I got older in age, I usually have a jacket on or a coat. Well, I'll tell you something, I did go out a little bit yesterday and today. And yes, I did wear a jacket, but unzipped. And it was a lightweight jacket I wore and lighter weight trousers, so I wouldn't overheat or anything. But welcome to the inspirational live stream, and they are always generally scheduled beforehand, as usual. And got 13 in already. Gosh, about 10 minutes ago, we'd seldom had anybody, but here we are now. Gosh, I think we're building up. Let's see, who's in the live today? Good evening, Rosie. Good evening to you, my lovely lady. Hope yourself and your husband are happy and well over in Scotland. Your profile picture doesn't seem visible to me at the moment. Oh dear. Because normally you have your profile picture, but don't know what the StreamYard's doing today. But hopefully come next live stream, your profile picture should be more visible next time. And good evening, Anna. Yes. I know it really is. It's been quite a hot day today, I must say. Fortunately, it's not hot like 30-degree heat, but it felt like 27, 28, something like that. Gosh. And good evening to you, lovely Joy. Good evening. Good evening to you, huge git. Sapper, the huge git. The huge, formerly 17 stone, now 16 stone something git, huge git. And there's me, the 11 stone skinny git. And now that the weight band has been put aside, because it was mine and Sapper's greetings with the naughty boy weight banter and all that. Yes, do give it a resounding hello to lovely lady. Do give it a resounding hello to the lovely lady Rosie. Yes, do give a resounding hello to lovely Rosie. Certainly give a resounding hello to Sapper and Joy also. Good evening to you, Pam. Good evening to you, my wonderful, delightful lady, Pamela Bain. Good evening, most certainly. And this lady needs no introduction. The lovely lady, Jodie, in Canada. Oh, you listened to the song that was done for me, Rosie. How very interesting. How very, very interesting indeed. It's Mary and Glenn in Carolina. Hello to you, my lovely lady, Mary. And Mary, and do give a resounding hello to Mary and Glenn. Please do give a resounding hello to Mary and Glenn, everybody, because honestly, I cannot be more thankful to Mary and Glenn for the friendship I have with the two of them. I mean, they are just the most wonderful, delightful friends, And one of the greatest things they've done towards me since our very friendship was them taking me under their wing in the comparable way to how Graham and Fiona have taken me under their wing, because we have something in common, classic car, an interest for classic cars. And Rosie and I, and her dearly loved husband, we have an interest for classic cars too. So we've got about 4 classic car enthusiasts, being Rosie and Mary and their dearly loved husbands. But certainly do give it a resounding hello to lovely lady Mary and Glenn for sure. Do give a resounding hello to them both. Am I missing anybody? Hello to Benji the train spotter. Good evening to you. Gosh, you've got an inset day on Friday. Well, hope it goes well. Hope it goes well. Wonder what you do on your inset day. Hopefully something interesting. And hello to you, lovely Lady Amy. To what I owe the pleasure. Hope you're okay over in what I imagine will be a hot New York. Hello to you, my wonderful, delightful lady. Hello. Thank you, Claire. Thank you. My shirt really suits me. Thank you. That's actually, Claire, this was my late grandfather Edmund's shirt. That was my late grandfather's shirt I'm wearing, believe this or not, to tell you odd things. But thank you for saying that. It suits me. Excuse me a moment. Yes, thank you. Thank you all the same, Claire. I needed to have a beer to quench my thirst because of the hot weather today, which can explain why I'm not wearing a jumper, but I'm not exposing any arms. No, but can I tell you why I do not expose skin is because I'm very fair, quite light and fair-skinned. Despite having dark hair, dark brown eyes, I'm quite fair-skinned. Can I show you? Yeah, I'm quite fair-skinned all the way up the arm. So, oh gosh, but obviously I'm going to get skinny git comments because if you look at the size of it, it's really quite a small arm, as one could say. But if you look at the colour of the skin, I'm very fair, if you see. But Sapper's obviously, it's going to be a target for getting skinny git thrown at me more than like 30 times, probably, since Sapper's probably now seen the size of it. And the small wrist and hand, too. But to check, if you see what I mean, why I do not expose any skin, because it's very fair, unfortunately. So that's why I do not expose any skin, even in a baking hot heat wave, which does make it very hot, I know, but I cannot risk getting sunburnt. And who could this be? One of our new moderators and well-liked ladies, Maureen. Give a resounding hello to lovely, lovely Lady Maureen. Yes, do give a resounding hello to lovely Maureen. Oh, Rosie, I'm sending you many hugs as well. And who couldn't love you lots? We all love you lots, lovely Rosie, in both my community and, of course, Graham, Fiona, and Trevor's community. We just love you lots, Rosie. We really do. And I'm sure you give a very nice, cozy hug whenever you're hugging others, especially your friends and family. They must think, gosh, you're a cozy hugger. I imagine you make a cozy lady to snuggle up to for your husband. I'd imagine, since you're quite the hugger, aren't you? And you're very open to it. Well, I hope you enjoy seeing it, Benji. Hope you enjoy seeing it. Cheers, Joy. Yes, cheers to you all, actually. Yes, but I know. I certainly am very white, I have to say. I mean, it really is. I've got to tell you. I mean, my brother, he's got darker skin than I do, and he would just tan instantly in weather like this. But me, I'm susceptible to being sunburnt. On the other hand, in spite of being dark-haired with dark brown eyes. Gosh, you're very fair-skinned too, Joy. And I remember you saying you have dark brown eyes. Yes, as do I, to tell you odd things. Oh, Amy, yes, everybody, do give a resounding hello to Sapper and do talk to him. Yes, he may be prone to issuing out the skinny git banters thrown at me or anybody else who's either 11 stone or less, independent of height, But Sapper, yes, in spite of his banter, he is a lot of fun, and he's a wonderful friend, and I'm happy to have been acquainted a friendship with him. Oh, how interesting, Mary. Yourself and Glenn have cleaned out and done maintenance on your classic muscle cars. Oh, Mary, thank you. Yes, it is very true. Wearing one's grandfather's or one's grandparents' clothes, or having your late grandparents' late possessions, inheriting it after they died, really will always bring back lovely memories. I certainly completely agree with your sentimental values on this, Mary. You're completely right on that. Yeah, Rosie, I am dead careful. Do be assured. Whenever I'm going out in baking hot heat waves, I never wear short sleeves anymore. Because can I tell you something? It was the hottest day of 2022, one of the hottest days of about 2 years ago now, or going on best part of 2 years. I was wearing short sleeves, and my arms, half my arms were just completely burnt red. They were just, I put sun cream on and things, are just burnt red. Bloody hell, I was burnt red. I don't tan very easily, I'm afraid, Rosie. I get burnt more easily as opposed to getting tanned. I was really very burnt red, unfortunately. Ooh, your niece was on holiday with her mother. She's come back with second-degree sunburn. Oh no! Oh dear. Hello to you, my old friend. To my old friend Southern, the Sussex rail enthusiast. Good evening to you all. To you. It's a pleasure to have you on here. And we got to catch up someday in the future because we go back a long time, don't we? Indeed, we do. Yes, I know yes, I do know you're extremely open to hugs, Rosie. I can tell you one other lady who is very open to hugs as well. That lady is none other than lovely Michelle in Wales. Like you, comparable to yourself, Rosie, she is very open to big hugs, much like yourself, to tell you all things. Yes, I'm not surprised. You're very open to the big hugs, aren't you, Rosie? And Mary's open to the big hugs, especially when it comes to giving cats the big hugs and the cuddles. But no offense, Mary. Mary, no. I didn't mean any offense. Anything you say, yes, anything you say, you keep me. Yes, you and Zappa can give me the black eye if you wanted to. I didn't mean any offense. No. Oh, God. Yes, do give a resounding hello to lovely Maureen. Give a resounding hello to everybody. It's being social and socializing with others is what's truly meant in live streams, to tell everybody of things. I know you already know this by now. I know you already know this, but that's what we are here for. That's exactly what we are here for. Oh, no. Oh, God. I haven't shown it to my mother as of yet. But once I've shown it to her, I will certainly tell you what she thought of it. I completely agree, Joy. The song really was. The song certainly was brilliant, Joy. Indeed, it was. Next time I hear from Michelle, Rosie, I will definitely send her your big hugs to her. Well, I'll definitely tell her that you've sent many big hugs to her, because she's quite open. She's as open to big hugs as are you. And good evening, Bill. Good evening to my good friend Bill in Surrey, and do give it a resounding hello to the good man Bill. Indeed, so do give a resounding hello to him. Am I missing anything? Oh dear. Yeah, cheers to you all, and cheers to you, Benji. Cheers. Yes, do give a resounding hello to my good friend Bill. Yes, Bill wouldn't mind a nice hug from you, Rosie. Indeed, he wouldn't, you know. Okay, now, some news to share. As a lot of you, not all of you, but most of you may be fairly remotely aware that on Sunday of the 23rd of June of 2024, I was event attending. The event I attended, this was the first time I had ever attended this event. It was the Seafood Motorfest Classic Car event. And oh my goodness, was it a resounding success. It was a resoundingly good and brilliant success, a resoundingly excellent success, if I may elaborate further on all that when it happened. I think it's gone on quite a long time, the Seafood Motorfest Classic Car Show event, but I don't know how long. I really don't know as to how long it's been going on for. But I know I think David Scott and my good friend Dave Bryan, I think they both went back in 2023, but they didn't go this year because David had a lunch to go to, and Dave Bryan, unfortunately, he has health trouble. Having had a bout of food poisoning some years ago, he sadly, sometimes his health can be very complex. It's a lot more complex than, say, an average healthy person because of the food poisoning ordeal he faced. Not everybody is fortunate with good health. That must be said, but he watched the video of mine. I only spent about 2 hours. I only spent the last final 2 hours attending the event, but my thoughts on it, I'm certainly very, very much thinking about going there again come 2025. Seafood Motorfest 2025, here we go. Yes, here we go. Give it a good shot to go. Bring it on, Seafood Motorfest. You know, honestly, I got some great enjoyment out of attending it. I really did. But before I got to Seafood, I even had the privileged surprise of seeing some classic cars driving about along the Brighton seafront, which goes en route to the Brighton Marina and en route where the 12, 12A, 12X, 13X, 11X, etc., and 27, etc., goes on their route towards New Haven Seafood and Eastbourne in the case of the 11X, the 12 routes and the 13X, but the 27, it goes along the seafront, but then it finishes up in Saltdean, which is as truth has things. So those of you who are Brightonian residents, I know that quite well, and that much more could certainly be said, of course. And is anybody asking? I'm to be railway attending on the 29th of June, and I'm to be event attending on the 30th of June. And of course, I am to be event attending certainly in July. And the live stream after a certain event, I will certainly be talking about it, about the events. Indeed so. The final July event will be on the 28th of July. And it's possible I'll be doing a live stream in the evening hours on the 28th of July, or maybe the next day on the 29th. I don't know. I'll see what I'll decide. But I need to check the provisional schedule I've laid out for myself, because there's to be the Saturday live stream special on the 29th of June in the evening hours, not during the day, because I'm to be railway attending on the throughout the afternoon hours on the 29th of June. But do be assured, but the Saturday live stream special is not to be scheduled in advance until the 27th of June. But every inspirational live stream is always scheduled one after the other once I've finished with the recent one. But I'm sorry I scheduled it a little late, because I meant to schedule this one on the day after I finished my birthday live stream special. You know, so I sort of screwed up a little with this one. But the next upcoming inspirational live stream, I'm to schedule it once, about 10 minutes after I've finished live streaming with this one. Southern, yes, I have been to Hove Park Miniature Railway recently, yes. 15th of June was when I last went, and I still intend to carry on going there. They're white headphones, Joy, but it's a good point you share and make all the same. And hello, Dindy in Liverpool. Hello to you, my lovely, delightful lady, Dindy. Hello to you indeed. To what do we always owe the pleasure? Do give a resounding hello to lovely Dindy indeed. Yes, do give a resounding hello. Do give a resoundingly big hello to lovely Lady Dindy. She's wonderful. She's such a lovely lady, isn't she? I have heard of the Seafood Museum, Bill. Yeah, I've never been, no, but have I heard of it? Yes. David did tell me about it. David Scott. He did tell me of the Seafood Museum to tell you all things, Bill, in answer to your very questioning, but I've never personally been inside it, no. And hello to Lottie. Hello to Lottie in Texas. Hello to you, my wonderful lady. I have an infectious laugh. Oh, Maudine, thank you for the kindly compliments. Very many thanks indeed. The streaming hours renewed on Monday, Bill. They have just recently been renewed, to tell you on things. And I'm to be limiting the live streams to about 6 or 7 every month. Unless they say like a special, if there's a special subscriber live stream special to be happening and all that, to tell you off things, then it would be about 8. It would be about 7 or 8, but generally I'm going to be limiting the live streams to 6 or 7 live streams every month. And try and use up about, so it would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I'd try and limit to about 14, 15 hours of live streaming every month. In total, that is. But in answer to your very questioning, Bill, yes, my streaming hours have renewed on the 24th of June. Ah, Diane, hello to you, my lovely lady. Hello, hello, hello to you indeed. You're drinking rose wine. How interesting. Did you mean rosé? I think you meant rosé, Diane, but I had a rosé on Saturday. But enjoy your rosé drink all the same, lovely. And yes, sending you a great big hug to you as well, lovely Diane. We all love you very dearly. I've certainly got to tell you of that. And all the rest of it. Oh, interesting. I need to look up which trains that the Merseyrail have replaced and all that. Your birthday's in 1 month and 3 days. Oh, gosh. Happy birthday for next month, Bill, for the 29th of July. Happy birthday for that day indeed. Oh, Daphne. Hello, Daphne. Hello. Do say hello to everybody, Daphne. Do say hello to the Maine Coon Beauty. Okay, and here's my Maine Coon Beauty. Say hello. Hello. Oh, Daphne, what's the matter? Everybody wanted to say hello. Okay. All right. Oh. Daphne was a bit grumpy. I don't think she was ready to say hello because she hissed. Yes, it's certainly a happy birthday to Benji. Indeed it is. You would have taken West Coast Cooler as a refreshing drink, Joy. Interesting statement. You certainly had to share. Ready? Oh, happy birthday, Lindy. Happy birthday. Do give a happy birthday to the lovely lady, Lindy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Lindy. Happy birthday to you. Very, very happy returns on your special day, lovely lady Lindy. Very special, happy returns indeed for your special day. Oh, thank you, Pam. Thank you for saying that Daphne is beautiful. Thank you, Rosie, for your kindly birthday wishes. Well, Lindy, it is certainly indeed a pleasure, most sincerely, and may we wish you very many happy returns to your special day. Oh, thank you, Maureen. Thank you for saying that. Whenever I'm live streaming, it feels like it's a social event and all the rest of things. Well, we appreciate you, Lindy, and certainly do we cherish having a friendship with you most sincerely, and indeed do we value your friendly, fantastic courtesy and generally just your general good-hearted nature that you're generally providing to all of us. Happy birthday indeed. What's going on? And speaking of birthday news, today is the lovely lady Sandra Parrott's birthday. Sandra Parrott, for those of you who may not be familiar, some of you may be familiar of her. but not all of you are familiar, quite likely. Today, it is her birthday, believe this or not. We've got both Lindy and Sandra's birthdays today. So, I had seen what you said, Sapper. Yes, I had seen that. But happy birthday to both Lindy and a happy birthday to the lovely Sandra over in Virginia in the United States of America. Happy birthday to the two wonderful, delightful ladies. And certainly very, many happy returns to both Lindy and Sandra. I think most of you are familiar with Sandra Parrott. I'm pretty sure you're aware of Sandra Parrott, Rosie, because when I first became acquainted with you friendship-wise, Sandra was in the live stream Graham and Fiona were doing, and the Sandra I'm referring to is the Sandra Parrott, who's having her birthday today. So certainly is it a happy birthday to lovely Sandra. And certainly is it a happy birthday to lovely Lindy. Thank you, Diane, thank you. Thank you, Lindy, for your kindly birthday wishes to Sandra. Thank you indeed, lovely. I do know that, Sapper, yes, I am aware of it, but I haven't thought about doing it myself personally, but thank you for the recommended suggestion all the same. I'm not surprised, Rosie. That is the Sandra I was referring to, but at least you're... But I wouldn't be surprised that you're remotely familiar of her and all the rest of it. Yes, it certainly is a very many happy returns to both Sandra and Lindy, Maureen, to tell you of things. Thank you, Benji. Thank you for your kindly endearment just a moment ago. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, certainly very happy birthday to lovely Sandra, which is what her birthday being 4 days after that of mine. Make something of that. How fascinating, Bill. You had a guinea pig called Sandra once. But yes, it's certainly a happy birthday to Sandra Parrott. You'd quite like Sandra, but if you ever did encounter her on a live stream of mine in the future, Bill, I will leave it for you to decide whether you liked her or not. You know, because we all get on with different people in life, don't we? Which is as truth has things, you know. What was I going to show? I have got the fortunate pleasure of attending an event on the 6th of July. It was an event I never once before had I heard of this event, because I only just found out about it from a nice friendly couple whilst I was attending the Seafood Motorfest event, and they did tell me about this event. I'm not going to say where it is. I'll only talk about it after I've been. I'll only talk about it in a live stream after I've been, but obviously I would take a video of it and all the rest of that, you know, and if I happen to go, and I'm certainly looking forward to going, because that's going to be another first-time event for me for when I'm to be going. So, apologies. So there's another heads-up excitement for the 6th of July to tell each and every one of you of things. Oh, how lovely. You've got two guinea pigs, Merlin and Arthur, Benji. But make the most of having them, because I don't think guinea pigs have a typically long lifespan. Now, I'm really not trying to say anything bad or anything, but guinea pigs typically don't live very long. But do enjoy every day you have of them, and every moment and every joyous moment you have of your guinea pigs, as I'm sure they provide much love and joy, and certainly much unconditional love to you, I would imagine, Benji. Thank you for sharing about Merlin and Arthur, the guinea pigs. They were adopted at 10 months old. Gosh, wow. Wow. Do enjoy every moment you have with them. Yes, it certainly is a happy birthday to Sandra indeed, Jodie. This is certainly Certainly is a very happy birthday to our lovely, delightful Lady Sandra, who is generally to be seen within Graham and Fiona's content. Guinea pigs, I don't think they live 7 years, Benji. I think they only live about 2 to 5 years, something like that. I don't know. I mean, that's just the impression I've come under. I could certainly be very, very wrong, but I don't think they live typically long. But 7 years I will need to look up the average guinea pig lifespan. I imagine there could be some guinea pigs who live to be 7 years of age in exceptional cases, but I don't know. I don't know for complete certain. Oh, bloody hell! Bloody hell! That's not really. Oh, it's 5 to 7 years guinea pig lifespan. Oh, so Benji's still got quite a good amount of time with the guinea pigs he's currently got, which he adopted from when they were 10 months old. So at least he's still got time with the guinea pigs. And do enjoy every moment you have of them, Benji. You know. But speaking of Peru, that's where Paddington Bear is from. Darkest Peru. As we know in the Paddington Bear storybooks and the Paddington Bear movies, as there is to be a third Paddington due to come out later this year. Am I going to see it? I certainly will see it in the cinema later this year. Of course I do, because I love Paddington. I love Paddington Bear, I really do. Paddington Bear is something, he's a character both children and adults can relate to. He really is, and the good morality he possesses in himself, in his personality traits and all that. Hello to you, lovely Lady Annabelle, and hello to Gregopedia too. It's certainly lovely having you on here. Yes, do give a resounding hello to lovely Annabelle. Do give a resounding hello to lovely Annabelle. I do know this, Benji. Yes, I do know it very, very well. Of course I do. And I'm looking forward to seeing it myself in the cinema. And hello to you, Gregopedia. This man needs no introduction. He certainly needs no introduction. Nixie, hello. Hello, Nixie. Hello to you, lovely Nixie. Hello. Gosh, you're looking very elegant on the live stream, aren't you? You've got your elegance up for the... or your elegant appearance for the live stream, haven't you? Oh, gosh, you're going in a fruit bowl, aren't you? Hello, beautiful. Hello, lovely, lovely Dixie. Hello. It's Nixie, not Mitzi. Nyxie, to tell you all things, Annabelle, not Mitzi. Oh, Rosie, thank you for your kindly endearment to everybody. I mean, Rosie, who couldn't love you for your kindness? We just love you so much. I certainly love you lots. You're always so lovely to everybody, aren't you? Indeed you are, indeed. Thank you, Didney. Thank you for saying that my cats are gorgeous. Thank you. Nixie, not Mixie, Nixie, Nyxie, just to remind you of things, Annabelle. Nixie is an N, Nixie, which comes from Nix, Nyx. But do not worry, we all make mistakes. Interesting. Bean and Lynx. Ah. Interesting. It was a name my mother picked for Nixie because female cats, she wanted Greek names for them, to tell you odd things, Lindy. She wanted Greek names, and if they were male cats, she wanted Italian names for them. So that's where it came from, and that's how it all started, Lindy, if it answers your very question regarding my two cats. Oh gosh, Rosie, I never meant to make you blush. I mean, all I meant to do was compliment you. I would never mean to make you blush to the point where you're hiding behind a curtain. You know, I would never want to hurt you for the compliments I've provided. I certainly would not. Really, my Nixie is a slimmer version of your black cat Lucy. She's expanded to 7 of 9 on the vet size chart. Oof, wow. Goodness me. I knew a tear a long time ago, Linley. A very long time ago, I knew a tear at school. But nice learning that's the name of your cat. This is very true, Gregopedia. Yes, what you said is the complete truth. This is certainly the complete truth you have just pointed out. That is indeed well said. To tell you all things. You've never had a pet, but you have fish in your small pond. How interesting. How very, very interesting learning of this, Diane. You know, not everybody's keen on pets, you know. We're all different. We have different preferences in life and all the rest of it, you know, so no trouble whatsoever. Certainly no trouble. Your natives do have two Greek names, Rubini and Ruby, and Xander, after Alexander the Great. Very, very interesting. Oh, Jody, you're always so very kindly pleasant. Certainly you are, indeed, sir. Thank you always, lovely Jody, for your kindly presence to not only just Annabelle or Graham, Fiona, myself, Linda, or several others you follow. Your presence is certainly very, very greatly valued. Indeed, it most certainly is. That much more can indeed be said. I've certainly got to say. And all that. Other interesting news. What was I going to share? Well, other interesting news. I'm all set for Eastbourne Bus Journey of 2024 and, of course, the Worthing Bus Journey of 2024, which takes place in July of 2024. And once I've done, and certainly will I, before one asks, yes, of course, I'll indeed be taking a video of it, but I won't, yes, I will certainly be taking a video of it, and indeed will I be talking about my review of the event once comes a live stream after the event has taken place, and of course, when I've done my video and represented a community poster talking about it and all the rest of things. So obviously stay tuned for that. And the Hastings Diesel is to be running in July, and I'm hoping to see it if I can, but I don't know if I will. But if I do see it, there will be a video featuring it. That much more can indeed be said, because I saw the Hastings Diesel back in January of 2024. Oh, Jody, you're very sweet too, and you're exceptionally pleasant too, I must say. And hello to lovely Lady Jamba. Hello to lovely Lady Jamba from, I believe, the Pennsylvania state. If I'm not completely wrong, that is, but if I have got it wrong, Jamba, I really very, very greatly apologize. But it's certainly wonderful having you on here, lovely. Really, you volunteer in a cat rescue? So you always pick names for young cats and kittens. How lovely learning of this. Oh, Jamba, thank you for your kindly birthday wishes to Linley. Also, Jamba, to tell you of things, it's also Sandra Paddott's birthday today, too. So we've got two people's birthdays today. I know Sandra's not on here. She'll probably watch the replay, but never mind if not. We've got two people's birthdays on here. Alexander was Macedonian. Interesting. That's an interesting one. Jamba, like Jodie, you're just so kind. You're very pleasant, aren't you? This is why we love you dearly. You're a good friend to all. Thanks for the kindly reminder, too, most additionally. Yes, do give a resounding hello to the lovely, do give a resoundingly big, good hello to lovely, lovely Jamba. Do, do provide her the best, kindly sentimental wishes indeed. And of course, we certainly do value your kindly presence, lovely Jamba. Certainly we do indeed. Really? Got a cat called Whiskey Claw. How very, very interesting. Used to have a cat called... you had one called Scatty. That's an interesting one. Brilliant. That's a brilliant one. Brilliant, brilliant indeed. You've been forward and say to her kiss, and she would get on her hind legs and give you a kiss, and it makes people laugh. I can imagine how much it would make people laugh. That's a comically interesting and funny experience to go through. I could certainly imagine, sir. Yes, of course. Oh, Jamba. We do look up to your kindly presence. I've certainly got to say. Not to worry, Benji. It's okay. Things happen. Not to worry. You had a cat that... That's brilliant. You had a cat that was an engineer. Every time I kicked it up the arse, it made a bulge for the top. No. That's a brilliant one, Seth. I mean, honestly, wow, that's something. That really is funny, I must say. Thanks for sharing this with all of us, Seth. Brilliant. Your smudge your smudge identifies as a dog. Sits, gives paw. Yes, I do. You do often tell me about your smudge, don't you? Or smudger and all the rest of things. Joy, I do hope your smudge is all right, because I know you do very much worry for his health and all that. And I do hope that your lovely daughter Lisa's cat Dusty is happy and well too. So thank you for sharing Smudge and bringing up Smudge in the live stream, Joy. It's always a wonderful delight hearing about your cat and other people's cats and all the rest of things. It's a funny story, isn't it, Jody? Yes, a funny story Sapper certainly had to share, you know. And speaking of Sapper, since we've got quite a hot day over in England, I mean, how hot has the weather been over in the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, as of today? Because it's been probably about 27, 28 degrees here today. I imagine it's about in the 50s over in the United Arab Emirates, but I could certainly be wrong. Dusty is not too bad. Smudge making sure he stays cool in the hot weather. That's always the sensible initiative that all cats and all animals do and all that. Ah, good evening, Rhea. This lady certainly needs no introduction. Lovely, lovely Lady Rhea. Good evening to you indeed, my lovely lady. Yes. Hello, Rhea, from the Isle of Wight. Have you had any more snake hugs today? Well, that's all right. So, do give a good resounding hello to lovely Rhea on the Isle of Wight. Yes. Yes, do give a resounding hello to Rhea. She's always lovely, isn't she? And it's always a pleasure having her on here. Indeed, and we certainly value your kindly presence too. It's been 44-degree weather. Gosh, wow. That's baking hot. That really is baking hot. I don't think I could bear 44-degree weather, but obviously you're quite used to it, aren't you, Sapper? Having lived in the United Arab Emirates for well over 10 years. Oh, Nixie, I already fed you and Daphne earlier today, don't? So you can't be hungry now. You certainly cannot be hungry now. No snake hugs today. They're digesting their din-dins. That's a good one. A brilliant one. Yes. Yes, do give a resounding hello to lovely Ria. Yes, certainly give a resoundingly big hello to the lovely lady Ria for sure. Yes. We all love our Ria, don't we? Certainly we do indeed. You've just tried by your shiny new neck fan for 10 minutes and it's cooled you down a treat. Makes your cheeks quite cold. Interesting one. That's a good one to share, Anna. Very, very interesting. You were talking about this to Sapper. A brilliant one. Oh, God. Ooh. That's something. Wow. Oh, goodness. Gosh. And here he is. Hello to Graham. Hello to you indeed. Hello to yourself and Fiona over in Gibraltar. Hello to both of you. It's certainly a pleasure having you on here indeed. If you didn't know, Graham, we've got 2 birthdays today. It's Linley's birthday today, and it's also Sandra Paddock's birthday today, to tell you and Fiona of things. In the background, yes, Sapper, indeed it is. So I will tell her for you. Yes. Sapper was just saying hello to you. Hi. Says hi to you, by the way, Sapper. Yes, do give it a resounding hello to Graham and Fiona. Do give a resounding hello, everybody, to our wonderful Graham and Fiona. Yes, it's not only is it just Sandra's birthday today, Graham, but it's also Lindy's birthday today too. Once the live stream is over, I'm going to play her the song. Of course I will. I think she'll probably be quite visibly moved by it. You know. Oh, Rosie, I just love you. No, really, I do. I mean, we all love you for your kindly presence. Oh, hello, Dixie. Come in the background again, haven't you? Gosh, hello, you, Dixie. We love you, dear. We love you lots, Rosie. We certainly do. I have not seen His Majesty the King on here, Graham. No, I certainly have not. Yes, do give some resounding birthday wishes to Ria and to Sandra and Lindy Ria. Thank you for your kindly birthday wishes towards the 2 wonderful, delightful ladies. I saw it too, Anna, yes, and it was very good. But there was a very interesting one she was talking about. Gosh, this something I had never heard of before, but it was an interesting depth of insight when she was talking about it. But it was a frightening revelation that she had to talk about, which I never knew of until recently, that royal stalkers have trebled in the last few years. I mean, that is frighteningly scary. I mean, that really is certainly above and beyond anything. That is frighteningly scary. I've certainly got to say that, and certainly got to point this out. Hello, Dixie. Hello, lovely Dixie. Hello. Gosh, you're posing, looking out the window. Sitting by the fires. You're just so lovely, aren't you, Rosie? This is why we love you. Not to worry, it was just an alarm my mother had set because she had to cook up some supper. Because obviously we all need to feed ourselves, don't we? Most importantly. Well, vitally importantly, really, and all that. Yes, do give a resounding hello to lovely Graham and Fiona. You know them on Twitter X. God, I don't use Twitter, I'm afraid. I certainly do not use Twitter, but I do use Discord, on the other hand. Discord would be my only alternative to Twitter at the moment. But I have in the future thought about using Pinterest and all that. Not always, Ria. I mean, I sometimes cook in that weather, but generally in the weather like this, I would have a salad, much like yourself and your dearly loved husband. Oh, gosh, Graham. Graham, I cannot agree with you or Fiona, or certainly Susan Reich from New York, more on your sentimental statement. You know, Twitter certainly is ghastly, Graham. Yes, no, really it is. I mean, I'm not going on it, not one bit. Even Susan in New York warned me just how much of a cesspit it truly is. I mean, you know, I'm never going on Twitter. End of. Jodie, I'm never going on Twitter. That much more could be said. Full stop. I'm certainly staying right away from it. Certainly so. You fry eggs on your car's windows in the heat. Oh gosh, quite an interesting initiative you've chosen there, Benji. Very interesting. But all the same, Ria, I do hope you had a lovely salad. As I personally love a good salad too. I generally eat salad every day, to tell you one thing, but certainly every week I certainly eat salad. I do love a good salad with prawns, or certainly fish. I do love good fish salad. I mean, no, really, I do. I do love a good fish salad for sure. I think salad is what's kept me in generally in good health. Salad. I've loved salad from for a long time. It's not a recent thing that I've eaten salad. I've eaten salad for quite a long time in my life. I certainly like salad with coleslaw and all that. I'm happy that your salad was lovely, Ria. I'm happy it was certainly lovely and that you enjoyed it and all that. Two frogs met up in a pub. One frog said, "Hiya, mate. I've just had a genealogy test and found out I'm 23% Scottish, 51% English, 20% Welsh, and a tap." That's a brilliant one. Lindy, that's brilliant. Yeah, no, you're certainly completely right on this. I mean, I cannot begin to explain thoroughly enough just how much of a real cesspit Twitter truly is. I've certainly got to say. I mean, I'm never going on Twitter. End of. Well, not to worry, Graham. I mean, if I did hit 4,000 subscribers for my birthday, I hit 4,000. If I did, I did. If I didn't, I didn't. But thank you for the kindly wish all the same that you were hoping for me to reach 4,000 subscribers by my birthday. I mean, never mind that I didn't, but I don't expect to hit 4,000 subscribers by 2025, to be honest with you. But if I hit 4,000 subscribers before 2025, I've hit it before 2025, and that much more can certainly be said. Oh gosh, they've got amazing seafood in the Philippines. How interesting. They have amazing seafood over in Italy. I've had many seafood meals over in Italy several times, and goodness, is it tasty. My goodness, wow, is it tasty. You miss a good ploughman's lunch. I don't know the ploughman pub very well, Sapper. I don't know it very well. Your favorite salad has coronation chicken. Sometimes I have chicken in my salad, but I mostly have fish with my salad. Or sometimes I go as far as having just plain salad with coleslaw. I do have coleslaw with fish salad or chicken salad too, but I very rarely have meat salad. Sometimes I have meat salad, but I don't have meat in the salad very often. But interesting learning of this from you, dear. The more meat salad I have, there's a risk I could probably be too big in weight. You're on a seafood diet, Ria. I see food and eat it. Seafood diet, I mostly stick to a fruit and vegetable and seafood diet generally. I do eat some meat, but I really don't eat meat very often. I do eat meat maybe about 3 times a week, something like that, but seldom often. I mean, seldom often, I must say. Good evening, Your Majesty the Queen. Good evening indeed. But maybe I'll help you shed off some weight, Ria, because you described yourself as overweight, didn't you? I mean, certainly if you were anything more than 11 stone, because I'm 11 stone myself, I would be dead surprised. Wow. But no offense saying this to you, Ria, of course. Hello to you, Mandy and Kev. Hello to you, lovely lady. Yes, it really is a hot day, I must say, Mandy and Kev. I mean, this is why I've not got a jumper on, because it's been very hot today. You know, I mean, I've worn a jacket outside, but I had the jacket unzipped when I was outside, you know, and it was a lighter weight jacket I wore, and I've also been wearing lighter weight trousers and certainly socks and shoes. I never expose any skin in the sun, in a heat wave. I really don't. Otherwise, I could get burnt. Fish, chips, and mushy peas from the fish and chip shop. I'm happy you enjoyed it, Alison. I'm certainly happy you enjoyed it decently. You enjoy a baked potato with salad, quite interesting. I like baked potato with some nice, interesting meals too. Ah, good evening, Your Majesty. I did read Her Majesty the Queen Camilla's comment, and then I read yours, but I had to read a few others before I could get to you. Yes, it certainly is good evening to His Majesty the King and Her Majesty the Queen. And certainly do we all stand for our Royal Highness the King, especially given all that he's gone through. Oh, goodness. Sapper, you've stolen His Majesty the King and Her Majesty the Queen's catchphrase, haven't you? Yes, Sapper should not steal your catchphrase, shouldn't he? Your Majesty, you know, but I think you have. But I think one of his interesting catchphrases is skinny git when it comes to people who strike him as slim or skinny. You know, that's a funny, distinctive catchphrase he has got himself. I think I had one more thing to say to Ria, but then I'm going to leave it alone after that, because otherwise things will get too much. And I do not want to upset poor Ria, because I love her. She's my wonderful friend. And I remember, Ria, the first time I was on a live with Graham and Fiona watching it, before several months before making a live stream appearance. Ria was one of the first friends, not the first, but one of the first newfound friends of mine I'd befriended through Graham and Fiona. I wouldn't want to upset her. I do hope your seafood diet works, Ria, you know, and, well, you never know. Hopefully you'll shed about a good 2 stone or so, because the last thing you'd want is being huge like that of Sally Ann Loveday in Wales. Says to a lady a bit shorter than that of my height, was a whopping 16 plus stone. Wow. I mean, God, that is huge. That is enormously huge for a lady of her 5'6" height. I mean, wow, 16 plus stone. But she did lose about 2 stone following a winter illness she had, and she's in the 14 stone plus range. You know, but that is huge for a lady her height. That really is huge, though not as huge as Shepard on the other hand. But never mind if not. But no offense when I said this to you, of course. Really, I was just enjoying a little bit of naughtiness. But sorry for the naughty boy, naughty girl banter a moment ago. The seafood diet thing was a joke, a very old joke. That's a brilliant one. That's a brilliant one. On yes, on the Shabba. Yes, anything you say, huge skit. Anything you say. Yes, you can give me a black eye with your huge 17 stone or 16 stone figure, Shabba. I mean, I didn't mean any harm to you. No, 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 no. Anything you say. Oh, God. Really, I didn't mean anything naughty. It was just a little bit of naughty boy, naughty girl banter. But if I had caused offence, my immense apologies indeed. Oh, Mandy and Kev, you're so. Thank you for being so lovely to Rosie and everybody else on the live stream. Honestly, who couldn't revere and value your kindly presence in the comparable way to as to who couldn't value Jodie in Canada's lovely presence and all the rest of things. Hello, Daphne. Daphne, what is it? Daphne, you were meowing vocally a moment ago. Oh, now she's gone off doing her own thing. Oh, well, my mother's feeding Daphne some biscuits right now, so she's going to be satisfied with her biscuits. Ria, you're more than just a good girl. You're a very mature, you're an extremely, exceptionally mature lady, as I would so regard you. So you're beyond a good girl. Not much more could certainly be said about you. And you always, you moderate very well with Graham and Fiona. Any suspicious activity from naughty people, be it potential trolls or certainly real full-blown ghastly trolls, that's it. Give them a kick of the boot, block them off. So you're beyond a good girl. You're an exceptionally mature lady. That much more could certainly be said about you in a regarded way, lovely dear. And hello to you, lovely Patricia. Hello to you, wonderful lady. Hope you're okay over in France with your dearly loved husband. Honestly, Rosie, we all just love you so much. I mean, we love your hugs. I'm sure you give very many cozy hugs, as you said before. Honestly, most of you probably remember this. Who was on the live stream on the 2nd of June of this year, when I was live streaming that very day, and I was talking about how myself and my best friend David Scott feel the cold a lot, and even in 20-degree heat, not 27 or 28-degree heat, but 20-degree heat or anything lower than 25-degree weather. How we're known to wear our shirts, jumpers, and our jackets or coats and fleeces in that weather, Yes, I'll tell you it is. It was Michelle. After I said that, once Michelle, I think it must have captivated her or caught her attention to some extent or not. And then that was when she said the extremely funny thing. I'm never going to get over this because it was just so funny when she said that. She said to me, "You both need a cozy lady to snuggle up to, Foxy and David." David learned of this, by the way. I wanted to say this as another set of news. David did learn of this, and he actually found this quite funny. He actually found it as funny as I found it. But one thing I do need to tell you is that David would not consent to Michelle snuggling up to him. No, really, he would not consent to snuggling up with Michelle, to tell you odd things, but I would consent to Michelle snuggling up to me. I certainly consent to the big hugs she'd propose to give me if I ever met her. I mean, David wouldn't mind a hug from Michelle, but I think that's about as far as he would go. But he wouldn't accept cozy snuggles. God, I mean, that was just the funniest thing she'd ever said. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Oh! Okay, am I missing anything? We're over an hour, so it's soon time to invite guests, but I think I'm a little bit behind because I was having a little bit of naughty boy, naughty girl talk a moment ago. Oh, good gracious and gosh. One loves gardening and you love a neatly trimmed bush. Neatly trimmed bushes always work out well, I must say. Oh, Graham. Graham, thank you for the kindly suggestion. It's not, normally I'd leave it for others to decide, but thank you for the kindly gesture all the same. Oh, have we got to go now, Your Majesty? Well, good evening, Your Majesty, and many kindly best regards to yourself and Her Majesty the Queen, your wonderful dearly loved wife. Good, many greetings, and ta-ta for now, Your Majesty. Oh, Mandy. Oh, lovely, lovely Mandy. Oh, Mandy, that's extremely nice of you to have said this towards me. Honestly, thank you, lovely. Thank you, my lovely, delightful lady. Am I? Yes, okay. Yes, yes, it's certainly goodbye to His Majesty the King and Her Majesty the Queen, because I think they had to get their tools out and continue with something, as far as I'm certain. Oh, it couldn't be. Hello, good evening, lovely Harriet. Do give a resoundingly big hello to lovely, lovely Lady Harriet. Hello, hello, hello to you indeed. The beer is all gone now, Joy, to tell you odd things. Yes, do give a resoundingly lovely hello to Harriet. Do give a resoundingly big, large hello to lovely Harriet over in Gloucestershire. I mean, and I love Harriet so much. I really, really do. Harriet, yes, I certainly was having a pint of beer. But Harriet, to tell you odd things, I was having a pint to quench my thirst because of the hot heat earlier today, and because I was thirsty, a bit more thirsty than normal, and than I otherwise normally would have felt in a heat wave, given the fact that I feel the cold a lot more, generally speaking, despite being more than 2.5 stone bigger than that of your weight. No offence, because Sap will give me the black eye in a minute. The pint of beer was helpfully useful in quenching my thirst greatly, if I may tell you all things, Harriet. But the pint now, it's all gone. But I drank the pint, I drank it all in a course of 1 hour, because as Graham may have said once in a past video of his and Fiona's shot back in 2023, it takes 1 hour to get through a pint. Do not rush it. He didn't say to do not rush it, but I could imagine him giving out this explicit example. It takes 1 hour to drink a pint. Do not rush it. Otherwise, it will get to your head and drunk. Rosie, honestly, I'll leave it for you to decide, and I'll certainly leave it for Harriet to decide, but honestly, I personally think you will grow to love Harriet. I mean, I've grown to love her too. And the thing that Harriet and I have in common was we both looked up to our late grandfathers in our childhood and moments of our misspent youth. Both Harriet and I know we both have that in common together, to tell you odd things. I mean, honestly, if I'd ever met Harriet, honestly, she'll certainly get a nice, well, I'd be gentle giving her a hug. I won't just give her a big hug. So, Rosie, I'm sorry to tell you of this, but if you ever run into Harriet in the future and you're giving her a hug, please be gentle with her. And why I say be gentle is because she's smaller than 10 stone, being actually about 2 pounds short of 8.5 stone, 8 stone 5, 117 pounds. So please, anybody, certainly those of you who are 11 stone, Shapper, yes, it will definitely apply to you. If you ever run into Harriet in the future and you want to give her a hug, I'm sorry also, but I would apply to you, Graham, since you're 14 kilos over that of my weight and certainly over 2 stone heavier. Giving a hug to Harriet, please be gentle, given her petite 8 stone 5 frame. Please be gentle if you're giving her a hug. That's if you run into her in person in the future. If it happens, that is, but obviously, we have to see for when the fate decides for it to happen or so. Yes, do give a resoundingly big hello to lovely Harriet. Jodie, thank you always for your kindly presence, always. Thank you. This is why Harriet has, I can see Harriet has grown to really like or love you, or really like you fondly, Jodie. It's because of always your strong, robust, innate presence as usual. Thank you always, and utter thanks immensely, lovely Jodie. You take care too, Your Majesty. Oh, yes, do give a resoundingly good hello to Harriet indeed. Thank you, Sapper, for your friendliness towards Harriet indeed. I know, at the moment, I know. But it's normally best if I do it in the evening, Bill, because I have got viewers in America and Canada and certainly Australia who view my content as well. So the later I do a live stream, the more convenient it would be for them to watch it, to tell you off things. Yes, there will always be the replay, but the later you do it, when you've got subscribers from America, Canada, or anywhere, certainly down under, and certainly in the United Kingdom in the evening hours, it can sometimes prove useful in one way or another, independence of one's YouTubing popularity. Certainly on the weekend, it can provide popularity, independence of certain things and all that. Honestly, Joy, you're so lovely. Honestly, we do love our Harriet, don't we? Harriet, I just love you. I really do. You're always so lovely, aren't you? And you're always just full of kindly presence. I've certainly got to say. Oh, no, Ria, no. Anything you say. No. Ria, force-feeding me donuts. Force-feeding me donuts, that's something Shaq O'Neal would do. If I was arrested and detained by the great big huge 7'1" Shaq O'Neal, he would almost certainly force-feed me about 30 donuts. And if I had 30 donuts, I would balloon to 12 and a half stone. I do not want that to happen. No, anything you say. No. Oh dear. Oh God. I'm certainly not surprised that it's very, very hot over in Gloucestershire, Harriet. I'm certainly not surprised. And hello to Leach. Hello to you indeed. Hello, lovely Leach. Hello, Wanda. Hello to you, my lovely, delightful lady. The graduations are over. You helped out 15,000 flower bouquets for the graduates. You own the flower shop, but hired to help for the garden's greenhouse. Really? Wanda, honestly, given that your legs ache and all the rest of things, Wanda, I didn't think you'd still be helping out with graduations and everything. Honestly, given all that you've gone through with the several back surgeries and the aches in your bones, I honestly thought you were just happy and contented with just the bird watching and not doing, bouquet graduation stuff, and all the bouquet flower stuff and all shop stuff and all. I honestly thought you were happy and contented watching birds from the comfort of your home, given your bone ache and the back issues, given the back surgery you had. But I'm really not saying anything rude. I'm really not being rude, but I do worry about you, Wanda, especially after just learning from you that you'd had 40, or certainly about a month ago or so, that you've had 14 back surgeries and that you live every day with aching bones to the point where it can hurt every step you're walking. And having spent about 9 years at one point being a wheelchair user, I do worry very much for you, Wanda, and I do feel for you, but please do take things at ease every step of the way, every day. That's my advice to you, but I know you generally know what you're doing. Yes, do give a resounding hello to lovely Wanda and the lovely Lady Leach. Oh, are you off now? Okay, goodbye, Diane. Do take care, lovely. Much love always. Yes, yes. Until the next live stream, hopefully we'll see Diane again in the future. Certainly so. He's got fantastic metaphors, Harriet. No, really, he does. That much more could certainly be said, you know. Hello to you, Hilda from Australia. You love the summer, the heat in summer, as do I. I mean, oh, don't get me wrong. To be honest with you, I much prefer the summer heat as opposed to the winter cold. I mean, I really do not like winter cold, especially when it's dreadfully freezing. No, I really, really do not like it when it's dreadfully freezing. I mean, really, I don't. That's why I prefer summer heat. But the only downside is that I can get sunburnt quite easily, and I do have to be careful when I go out in the summer heat because of how susceptible I am to getting sunburnt. Because if you see here, I do not have short sleeves on. I have a shirt, but it's not short sleeved. But I will show you why I'm only wearing long sleeve and not short. If you see here, Harriet, if you look at my arm, just look at how wide it is, all the way up to here. I mean, look at it. Very, very fair-skinned arm. It's obviously going to be a big target to Zappa saying, skinny git, look at your skinny arms. You know, but putting that aside now, otherwise, if I ever run into Rhea, detained, force-fed about 50 donuts, and then I've ballooned like 12, 13 stone. Oh, shit, that wouldn't be good. Oh, sorry for the language, but to explain the full showcase depth of reason as to why I'm not wearing short sleeves in 28-degree heat, which is about the weather it is today over in Brighton, but hotter almost certainly in Gloucestershire, where Harriet's located. Why I'm only wearing short sleeve, now all of you have seen why, probably twice for some of you, why you've seen why, because I'm fair-skinned and I can get burnt quite easy. Actually, half my arms have been burnt red, sunburnt before, and I do not want that to happen again. Really, I don't. Am I missing anything? Rhea is quite funny, isn't she? She is funny, and we do love her, don't we? Rhea is a funny lady. Yes, I mean, certainly, I mean, she does take a seriously strict approach to trolling, but she is funny and always has a good, humorous nature. Yes, do give a resounding hello to Rhea, yes. I could imagine that the donuts on Sandown Pier are last year, but don't have too many, because I remember you saying before that you were overweight. So please, I know you said I'm overweight, I don't care, even though Mrs. Murphy defended you saying, no, you're cuddly, but be careful, because if you did get any bigger, given all the lush donuts because of how appetizing they are, just be careful of how many you have. That's my advice to you, because if you have too many, you know, they could cause health trouble if you're unlucky. I mean, some huge and overweight people can survive many more years without health trouble, but some can end up having health trouble and all that. So I would advise caution with your donut eating intake. But no offense saying this, of course, because if I said any more and I ran into you, I'm handcuffed, detained by you, and I'm force-fed about 50 donuts on Sandown Pier. Oh, no, dear, and no to your husband. No, anything you say, Mr. and Mrs. Snakespeare. Oh, yes, please don't, Harriet. Harriet, if anybody shoved donuts down my throat and my weight ballooned to anything more than 11.5 stone, I would not be very happy. I really would not. You know, because I do not want to be anything more than 11.5 stone at 5'8" of height. I really wouldn't. But if those of you in America want to know what 11 stone is, it's the equivalent of 154 pounds or 70 kilos. But 160 pounds is about my limit. Anything more than that, I'm on an excessive diet. And if my weight ballooned to beyond that, or certainly several tens of pounds over that, I'm on I would just start throwing myself into a diet, and certainly excessive cycling exercise with abandon, and as a means to shed off the pounds until I'm back to the 11 and a half stone. But thank you, lovely Harriet, thank you. Honestly, but I would love to have a lunch with you, Harriet. Honestly, I would. And certainly would, I mean, if you're ever over, say, in Sussex, for example, if you're staying over in the Sussex region, say this time next year, honestly, it would be my pleasure to introduce you to some of the events and railways that I'm generally known to attend on an annual basis. No, really, I would love to introduce them to you, Harriet. Really, I would. Yes, do give a hello to Hilda. It's certainly lovely here. I don't know anything about an air show on Brighton seafront, Sapper. I really don't. Oh, thank you, Mandy. If I ever do run into Harriet, I mean, if I ever do run into Harriet in the future, I will definitely allow her to hug me. But if I were to give her a hug personally, I would be gentle with her. Yes, I'm the same. Yes, we've both got something in common, haven't we, Ria? We both need to cover up in the sun because we just get burnt too easily, especially on the arms and all that. Oh, I don't need to wear headphones when I'm live streaming. Oh, okay. Well, I will give it a try on the Saturday live stream special, and say come Saturday live stream special, I will give it a try to do it without the headphones, you know, obviously. Well, all of you have seen several times what I look like without headphones. That much more could certainly be said. But yes, I will take your advice on that, Sapper. Your Majesty, I do not sunbathe. I really don't. My mother's never done it, I've never done it, and I'm never going to do it. My grandmother did sunbathe at one point, and she didn't have full-blown skin cancer, but she had those little skin cancer cells, which were fortunately operable and had just a minor operation to get them removed. Once when she was 60, and about another time when she was 70. So, just to tell you all things, that is, Your Majesty. I haven't seen Sandra on here, but I'm happy she said thank you. Sandra, well, Sandra, it is certainly my pleasure most sincerely, and very many happy returns for your big special day, and certainly very many happy returns to lovely Lindy for a special day, as both your birthdays coincide on the same day together. That much more could certainly be said. Happy birthday, lovely Sandra. Many happy returns always. Oh, if you got to go now, Mandy, do take care. Goodbye to yourself and Kev. Ta-ta for now. And if I do happen to see you on my next live stream, it will certainly be a delight. Well, though you're half a foot shorter than I am, Ria, I would not be surprised. One thing that would not surprise me is if you're, say, 12, 13 stone. And if you're that weight, yes, I would advise you watch what you eat. Seriously so, because if you got any bigger or to the point where you're huge, I would worry for your health. I mean, I wouldn't tell you what to eat, Lord. I would not do that. But your doctor would obviously say, you're too big, you're either very overweight or obese, and you're going to have health problems if you don't do something about your weight. That's the reality check behind it. But I'm really not trying to cause upset or insult. I'm really not. But I'm just trying to shed a point. That's all. I know Mrs. Murphy once defended you, saying, you're not fat, you're cuddly. Well, I understand her defense, but all I would advise, given the fact that you are overweight, potentially heavier than that of my weight, I just advise that you be careful. But at least I know now that you have to watch what you eat anyway. Yes, I am. I mean, despite the fact that my mother has got darker skin and mixed race, it's myself and my dad who are pale-skinned, and we always have to block off. I mean, with my dad, he can block off with sun cream, and and he would seldom get sunburnt. I mean, I have put on sun cream. I do put it on, but it doesn't always work with me. That's the problem, which is why I cover up, because even if I block off with sun cream, it doesn't always work and all that. I mean, even though I feel the cold a lot, I can get sunburnt, even when it's not hot. I could remember, Harriet, one spring, 2023, it was the week before I first found out about Graham and Fiona. It was the week before I first heard from Graham for the first time, and I became familiar with Fiona at this point. I was never familiar of Trevor or all of my friends who I now have the good privileged fortune to be friends with now. It was before I befriended all, and it was months before I befriended several other friends and followers who loyally follow Graham and Fiona, months before I became remotely familiar or aware of them. I was burnt red on the nose, and it was cold. Though it was sunny, the weather was cold. I mean, I had my jacket on, not the coat, with a great big cardigan and a shirt, and a vest and another cardigan. So quite a great few layers, and black trousers, and certainly good warm socks and all that, because it was cold. Though cold, it was sunny, and I didn't realize until I checked in the mirror that I was burnt red in the nose. So you are right to say I am very pale, Harriet. Yes, you're certainly too right, which is why I have to be careful in baking hot heat waves. And this is why I never expose skin in baking hot heat waves. I certainly do not expose arms and all that. I would love to do, honestly, I would take you to a miniature railway, classic car event, bus rally, Harriet. I would take you to any of those events. Really, I would. I know, yes, no, you did tell me this, and I certainly do not go against your set. No, honestly, Wanda. No, Wanda, the thing I value and like about you the most is that you're extremely philosophical, and a philosophical attitude is what I value the most. It's one of the attitudes that I value the most. I mean, really, if only there were more people like you out there in our world of today who have a philosophical lining possessed in their personality traits. My late grandfather Edmund, he had a philosophical lining, very comparable to that of yours, Wanda, to tell you on things. And my best friend David Scott, like yourself, he has a philosophical lining possessed in his personality traits too. That's why I'm taking Sapper's advice, Harriet, to take out the headphones come next live stream. Next live stream will be the Saturday live stream special, as I'm doing 2 of those every month. The only time when I'm not going to do 4 or 5 live streams or 2 Saturday live stream specials, to make this explicitly clear, everybody, I didn't make this clear early enough. It will be December, when I'd only limit about 2 live streams and about 1 Saturday live stream special. And I have a good reason for that. Why that is? It's because of Graham and Fiona doing the Christmas live streams. And if I did a live stream that coincided with their Christmas live streams, it would be just too much to deal with. And I want to be there for all of you on the Christmas live streams. So it would be rather rude, and well, maybe not rude, but I feel it'd be rather wrong, and it would be just unimaginably unbearable or ghastly if I was live streaming when Graham and Fiona were doing a Christmas live stream. I mean, I wouldn't want to do a live stream when Graham and Fiona are doing the Christmas live streams. But once I find out when the December Christmas 2024 live streams are to be taking place, when Graham and Fiona are to be doing it, obviously I would say when the December live streams of mine will be taking place, and the one Saturday live stream special for December will be taking place, I'd only limit it to that many, but it really is in full dependence as to when Graham and Fiona will be doing their December Christmas live streams. But we obviously find out soon enough before too long, don't we? But we'll see what happens. Only we can't tell right now because we're June. But come December, we'll find out when Graham and Fiona will be doing their Christmas live streams. Wanda, honestly, I mean, yes, honestly, I mean, even to tell you something, Wanda, every time I go event attending, I've been realizing this now, I've been experiencing this for the past, what, few years now, sometime after turning 20, as I'm 23 years old now, that I get very achy in the knees and and the bones after walking around for several hours on an event showground. Whereas this wouldn't have happened to me before I turned 20, but sometime after turning 20, I'm more prone to bone aches and kneecap aches the more hours I'm walking around a showground, to tell you all things. But you are completely right. We sometimes just have to push through with the pain, don't we? Philosophically speaking, of which, and really, I no, really, honestly, Wanda, I value your sentimental philosophy. I really do, more than you may initially realize, to tell you all things. Oh, Rhea, thank you for your kindly endearment towards Harriet. We love our Harriet, don't we? I certainly love her too. Shapper, what do you want me? I'm not going to take them off for this live stream, but the next live stream, I'm going to take off the headphones for sure. Thank you, Jody. Thank you for your kindly recommended gesture. Thank you. Graham, that's an interesting idea, but I do not want them, and I wouldn't do it if they were going to coincide with yours and Fiona's live streams, you know, because yours and Fiona's Christmas live streams are valuable, because I only watched them for the first time and experienced them for the first time in 2023, which was when we first became acquainted with one another for friendship. But, you know, since experiencing them, they are just valuable. They are truly valuable, Graham. And I would certainly say the same to Fiona too. I mean, they are just valuable, I must say. I mean, really, Graham and Fiona, I would never want to miss your Christmas live streams for the world. There will obviously, I would inevitably have to miss about 2 or 3 because of family circumstances. But above and beyond anything, your Christmas and certainly New Year live streams, they are just the most valuable live streams I have ever came across. No, really, I have. Your Christmas live streams have got to been the most valuable I've experienced watching firsthand within the YouTube community, Graham. And I would say the same to Fiona too. So utter thanks, Graham and Fiona, for the Christmas live streams that you so generously provide every year come December time. Thank you both always. Oh, Ria, if I ever run into you in the future, I mean, I would just relish the thrill in receiving a snaky cuddle. No, really, I would. I mean, I'd certainly, obviously, be happy to receive a hug and a cuddle from you. Of course, I would. But certainly, would I also relish the thrill, additionally, for in receiving a snaky cuddle from your snakes? Of course, I would. Most certainly. That much more can indeed be said. Oh, Patricia, thank you. Thank you for your kindly endearment regarding Sandra's birthday. Thank you, lovely. Thank you. Thank you, indeed. I too love Graham and Fiona's Christmas live streams too, Laurie. I certainly do. Hello there, Jessica. Hello. First time you've caught a live stream. Oh, Jessica. Thank you, Jess, for your kindly your kindly gesture and your kindly compliments regarding the live stream I'm doing and the content I provide. Honestly, I couldn't thank you enough. That really is, it means the world most sincerely to me, and certainly do I enormously appreciate your kindly endearment. Thank you, Jess, and thank you to your mother. Oh my goodness, Harriet, you've lost another 2 pounds of weight. Wow. So that what, 8 stone. Harriet, gosh, you're getting petite. 8 stone 3 pounds. Oh my goodness. Harriet, before long, you're going to be referred to as a skinny git by Sapper. Well, anyway, because I'm already his skinny git, given my 11 stone weight and bodily proportions. Before long, you're going to be the next skinny git. I mean, no offense. I mean, but you imagine you being Sapper's extra additional skinny git alongside myself. But your friend is not light. Oh, goodness, wow. Well, if she is anything more than my weight, I mean, goodness, that is surprising. But well, I mean, Harriet, well done for your kindly sensitivity and helping your friend following her surgery she's had. I mean, well done for helping her out. Honestly, Harriet, not only are you always so kindly endearing, but you've got just the profound nursing sensitivity towards other people that's extremely nurturing, and it's extremely, pleasantly, and it's always full of utmost enormously profound pleasance. And that's something we so value in this day and age. And if only we had more of it, because sometimes I worry that we severely lack it, as some of my new friends have been saying. Hello to you, lovely Imogen. Hello to you. Yes, do give it a resoundingly large hello to Imogen. Thank you, Graham and Sapper, for giving a resoundingly large hello to Imogen. We do value our Graham and Fiona, don't we? And certainly do we value our Sapper too. Anything you say, Sapper. Anything you say. Yes, anything you say. It won't be me giving you slaps. Yes. Any of you ladies, yes, come on. You could slap me around the face. I deserve it. I truly deserve it because I was too naughty. I was too much of a naughty boy this evening, wasn't I? Oh, hello. Oh, Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Honestly, Lisa, it's so lovely having you on here. Oh, honestly, Lisa, thank you. Thank you for the hugs. I mean, honestly, your hugs, I mean, I'm sure you give many cozy hugs, I would imagine. Your hugs and your kindly endearment mean the world sincerely to me, and certainly do I thank you for it, lovely Lisa. Thank you. A shout out to Jess's mom, Karen. Hello to you, Karen. Shout out to you. Both you and Jess are wonderful, and it's wonderful having you both here viewing this very live stream of mine. Thank you to you both. Thank you for your kindly presence. Oh, you're just so lovely, aren't you? That's all right. Oh, Lisa, please feel free to say hello to others. No, really, do feel free, because this is what this live stream is about. Socialization. This is what it's about, lovely Lisa. Socialization. I'm not surprised, Lisa. I'm certainly not surprised given the hugs you've just sent. I think one person you could probably say would almost certainly give a cozy hug. What I would certainly say is lovely Michelle in Wales. Because honestly, Lisa, you would find this very funny. She once said to myself and about myself and David, she said, "You both need a cozy lady to snuggle up to since you feel the cold a lot, Foxy and David." I mean, I would not be surprised that she would give a cozy cuddle, but obviously David would not consent to her snuggling up to him. I would consent to her snuggling up to me and consent to her giving me a big cozy hug. David would only go as far as consenting to give his full consent in allowing Michelle to give him a nice cozy hug, but a gentle one. That's if he ever ran into her in person. Hello, Jenny. Hello. I had a wonderful 23rd birthday, thank you, because I'm 23 years of age now. Thank you. Oh, Harriet, thank you. Honestly, no children of your own, but oh, interesting. Sadly, today's children need so much love and support. Oh, goodness. That is a point to be shared. That is certainly a point to be shared indeed. And all that. Jodie, Jodie, I must say, your kindly presence is just profoundly valuable. Honestly, Jodie, your presence is extremely valuable. Thank you for your kindly presence towards lovely Lisa. And you, Lisa, thank you for your kindly presence in return to Jodie. Both of you have good presence. Lisa, I mean, yours and Jodie's kindly presence really is desperately needed in this day and age. That much more could certainly be said. I think most of you were 23 once, but it's okay. Don't worry. We all get older every day, Sapper. That much more can be philosophically said. I can remember, Graham, yes, but honestly, Graham, you really do not look your age at all. Really, you don't. I mean, I think if your hair was, I think if you didn't have the wrinkles, you don't have, I wouldn't say you're wrinkly, but you don't have not just a few, but I think if you didn't have the wrinkles and didn't have the grey hair, I think you could take about 20 years off of your age. And Fiona, in spite of being a smoker, she does not look a day over 50. I mean, you and Fiona both of you look ridiculously good. I mean, Graham, both yourself and Fiona, both of you just look ridiculously good. I mean, despite having the grey hair and everything, Graham, you really, honestly, I mean, I personally think you only look about 45, 46, or maybe 47 at the very oldest, instead of the age you are. You look younger than my friend Mark, he's 62. He was just 62 this year, so he's just a little bit younger than you, and he probably looks about 48, 49, something like that. I think he looks a little bit older than you, despite being younger. But honestly, Graham, yourself and Fiona, both of you, I would say you both look fantastic. Personally, I think Graham looks about 45, 46, and Fiona looks about same sort of age. I think if she wasn't a smoker, no offense to Fiona, of course, if she wasn't a smoker, I think she could take at least 10 years off of her age. But no offense, Fiona. I mean, no, Fiona, no. Anything you say, I do not mean any burdensome harm. No, I really don't. And same with Graham. No, Graham, Fiona, anything you say, no burdensome harm intended. No. Like I said before, Lisa, your kindly presence is extremely valuable, and certainly is it appreciated delightfully, enormously. He wasn't talking about 23 stone, Harriet. He was talking about 23 years of age. But he was 17 stone back in April of 2024, but now he's gone down to just under 16 and a half. Yeah. Oh, yes, I deserve it, Sapper. Yes, I really do. I certainly deserve it. Fiona's older than 50, to tell you odd things. She actually did say how old she was in her birthday video. But I really don't think she looks 50 at all, Anne. I think she looks younger than Fiona, younger than 50. I mean, there's one thing I can say is there's no way I could imagine, say, my late grandfather Edmund looking as good as Graham or Fiona when he was Fiona's age or when he was Graham's age. There was no way I could have imagined him looking as good as what they look like. But Fiona, I mean, obviously she does not look 54, Graham. No, really she doesn't. She looks probably about similar sort of age to what you look like, I think. But I think had she not been a smoker, I think she could take easily a few years off of her age. I mean, both you and Fiona look, it's just, I would never believe your ages. I mean, really, I wouldn't, Graham. That much more could certainly be said. I would never. If I hadn't known how old you two were, I would have thought you were about 48, 49 at the very oldest, instead of the ages you are now. No, really, both of you look very good, Graham. I mean, really, both of you look very, very good for your ages. Fiona certainly is a beauty, isn't she, Harriet? I certainly agree with you indeed. Indeed so. No, Clint Eastwood is 94, Graham. He's not 95 until next year, but he's still impressively in show business for a man of his age. Really, Imogen? I didn't realize this. Interesting. Lisa, you're not bossy at all. No, you're really not. You're lovely. Honestly, you're full of kindly presence and you're lovely. And we love you, Lisa. I mean, I certainly love you very dearly. Yes, he's 94 years of age. Graham, he's 94 years of age now. But you do get people out there who are 90, at least 95, or certainly over the age of 100 in some astonishingly exceptional cases. All of us are living certainly well beyond 100 and all the rest of things. Honestly, I'm really overdue inviting people on a live. Okay, the link's up for the stream out. Only those of you I'm remotely familiar of, you can come on. Any one of you that I'm not remotely familiar of, you're not going to be invited on. That much more can be said. Those of you I'm familiar of, you can come on. Lisa, who couldn't love you? We all, not only do I love you, but all of us love you very, very faithfully, dearly. Indeed we do, just to say. My favorite classic car, Sapper, it has to be an Austin. Despite of issues with height and weight to get in and out of it easily, 5'8", 11 stone, or 70 kilos, as said before, I'm not the most ideal fit for a small classic car, alongside having size 8 feet, which is smaller than that of your size at Evans. Sometimes footrest is a bit tricky. I mean, I can sort of rest the feet, but it can be a bit tricky for sufficient footrest. And getting in and out could be tricky with the small Austins. Yeah, you know. We got someone in the green room, just to say. We actually got 2 people in the green room. Okay, now our guests for today. This man, he's ex-army, like that of Trevor and Hutch, and another one also ex-army, like that of Graham, Trevor, and Hutch too. These men, they're truly good friends, and who couldn't feel fortunate to have them in their lives as friends? Please welcome the incredible Graham and Sapper. Hello, Graham and Sapper. Good evening.
Good evening.
Can you hear me okay?
Oh, yes, yes. Got your American flag behind you, I
Excellent.
see.
I have indeed. What's happened to Sapper's face? He's disappeared.
I'm not coming on because I'm actually talking to you in bed.
Oh, come on, you wuss. Who cares?
No, not at all. Right, first things first. Foxy, be nice to ladies. No more talking about weight.
Yes, no more. Don't worry, Sapper. I'm not saying another word about it.
All right. Otherwise, they're going to come round and steal your cats.
Oh, no. If Daphne and Nixie got stolen, I'd be lost cats, put posters everywhere. Lost cat Indeed. Posters everywhere.
Yeah, I just spoke to Sandra. She said, thank you very much, Foxy, for the shout out.
Yes, no, it's happy birthday to Sandra, because she did tell me that her birthday.
I didn't know. I speak to her regularly, and she never told me it was her birthday.
She did tell
it from you.
Well, to tell you something, Graham, it was a few short months ago that Sandra said that her birthday was the 26th of June, 4 short days after that of mine.
Right. I get it now, yeah. Because you've got an incredible memory. I can never remember anything.
Yes, but we've got Tony, the Okie lady's birthday in August. Don't know when, but sometime in August. Michelle in Wales had her birthday in April. Trevor had his early in April. Yours is not till October. Fiona had hers at the beginning of April. So
I can't even remember when members of my own family's birthday are.
Yeah.
I have to ring them up and say, it's your birthday this month, isn't it? What day?
Some people
That's
have
just
to.
Me getting old. That's just me getting old, I suppose, because I used to remember them, but.
Yeah. I think I'm probably going to forget in the future, but hopefully not. But you're looking really good, Graham. You're looking extremely well, I must say. And gosh, the hair.
Thank you very much.
Your hair. I mean,
I'm only 62.
And you really don't look a day over 50. No, neither you or Fiona, neither of you look a day over 50.
He's looking very much like Julian Assange.
Do you think? He's just got out of jail, hasn't he, or something? Was he see something on about in the news today?
Yeah. He's gone to Australia, I think.
Oh, okay. I saw him greeting his wife and kissing and cuddling, and I thought, "Oh, what's happened there?" Because I thought he was wanted all over the world forever, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what was got. He was the WikiLeaks guy, wasn't he? And
it is, and he's
he
been
let loads
released.
of secrets out the bag, and everyone wanted to lock him up forever or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's about the band-aids just about to come off. So it's a case of watching and see what happens.
You should leave him alone. Let him get on with his
Well,
life, and he'll just disappear if he's got any sense, and that'll be that. You can't take big governments on. You can't. You just can't do it. It's just not a viable thing to do.
Yeah. By the way,
How are you,
hello
mate?
everybody
Anyway.
in the chat. I've just seen everybody come back, and there's new people coming on.
Yeah, we've got Zeph on here. Howdy, Zeph. Howdy to you. Don't worry about missing the birthday live stream. It's all right. Oh, Sapper, Harriet's saying it's nice to hear your voice, and she says your laugh is delightful.
Yeah, I'm reading the chat as we're talking.
I can't even see the chat because I had to close the YouTube to open this window. Otherwise, you get echoes.
Yes, that's true. I noticed this
That's
when
why
I made
Fox
my
is
stream.
wearing the headphones, because I've had this problem before.
Yeah. Well, to tell you something, Graham, when I first made my debut StreamYard appearance with yourself and Fiona, shortly before Michelle came on after Trevor left, I had to get rid of the YouTube tab, otherwise there just would have been nothing but echo sounds.
Yeah, you can mute it.
No, I know that.
You need, to see the chat, but I just deleted the box and just went onto this one.
Same, I delete the YouTube tab and just use the StreamYard tab if I'm making a StreamYard appearance.
But I've been talking to Trevor before in the past, and I've got a separate microphone, which is here.
Yes,
and,
I can see it.
It was picking up my speakers, so we were getting like echoes all the time. So the headphones work. Headphones work really well. So ignore what Lee says. You do what you want, mate.
Yeah. Well, but if I may ask, given the impressive headphone you just shown, could you tell us what brand and make it is? Because we'd be interesting.
It's just a cheap one that I got on Amazon.
Okay.
But I mean, microphones are as good as what you pay for, aren't they? I just got a cheap one because the basic built-in one on the Mac was very, very sort of echoey and tinny. I just wanted something that sounded a little bit better, and even this one isn't that good, but it's okay. It's better than the default microphone for sure.
Yeah, it just looks like it was made. It looks like a professional microphone. The one you've got,
but it's not. It's only a cheap one. It's only
okay.
Right. I haven't got the money to be affording fancy stuff. Oh,
yeah.
Fiona coming. No.
Was Fiona here a moment ago?
She's down. She was asleep on the sofa downstairs. I don't know if she still is.
Okay.
Tell me something, Foxy. Is it still daylight outside where you are?
At the moment, well, it's sunset. The sun is just setting at the moment.
Yeah,
because normally this is around about sunset time, and we've just passed the longest day.
We're further east. No, we're further west than you are.
You're 1 hour ahead of me.
Dark here. You can see to the.
Yes, because you're 1 hour ahead, aren't you? Both of you, yes.
I'm 3 hours ahead.
Yes, I know, Sapper.
It's dark here, and I'm thinking to myself, why is it still daylight in the UK when it's dark here?
It's normally like this come June.
We're further west than you are. Sun goes down in the west, so theoretically, it should be daylight here longer than it is in England, but clearly it's not because we can see it. Something to do with the curvature of the Earth, I'm sure.
This is quite a big remote possibility. That's quite well said, Graham, and a very good showcased point.
I can't remember.
I actually think it's to do with climate. I think it's because of all these smokers, and it's changing the time.
Stop! Honestly.
No, seriously. You're on the Greenwich Meridian pretty much. I mean, it goes through Peacehaven, so you're right on the zero line. I think we're about 5 degrees west here.
Yeah.
So it should be dark where you are before it's dark where we are, and it's not.
Oh, Harriet. Well, That's all right, Harriet. You can always link Sapper's channel in the live chat. Harriet, she was just giving out a recommendation to all of us.
Yeah. Sapper's like Fat Boy Slim, isn't he? He's mixing, he's all these tunes and things.
I'm not. You got it wrong. You called me Slim Boy Fat the other night.
I must have had too much gin.
You know, when we have too much to drink of anything, we say all sorts of stupid stuff.
I used to know him, you know. I met him, Fat Boy Slim.
He's from Brighton, isn't he?
Yeah. He used to live down Basin Road South. You know Basin Road South, Foxy?
Yes, I'm familiar with it. Basin Road South, yes.
I mean, there's all those.
Yes, I know that well.
Fancy houses on. He used to live there with his missus. What was his missus called?
I don't know Fat Boy Slim, but I do know of the place you're talking about because I'm a Brighton resident.
Zoe Ball, that's it.
Zoe Ball, that's it, yeah.
Because their son was the same age as my Ben. And they went to the same school. They went to Portslade Infant School. So we'd see him or her at the school when you drop the kids off and when you pick them up. They were there every day. You'd see him and say hello. And also, I was a tow truck driver in Brighton. I used to work for a company called Lee Hire. Don't know if you're familiar with that one. It's in Kemp Town, Foxy.
No, I don't know that. I've never heard of that company because I would have only been a child at that time.
I'm going back over 10 years now. It might not even be there still, but
it's probably about 20 years more like you're going back.
I used to drive a tow truck for them, and their car broke down, and I got the sheet, and I even got his phone number.
Wow!
And I had to pick his because it broke down outside the Thai restaurant near the floral. You know the floral clock in Hove.
Yes, I know that one very well.
There was a Thai restaurant there, and his car was bumped up on the pavements. It was a BMW, and it was an M5, I think, something like that, big one. And it just conked out, and he just said, just put it on the back of the lorry and take it home. That's it. And I got a 20 quid tip out of it. So they're a really nice couple, I don't know if they're still together or whatever. No idea.
They sound very nice. They sound kindly generous too.
Yeah.
What an interesting experience you had.
In those days, you know.
But really, what an interesting experience you had around 20 odd years ago, having to pick up Fat Boy Slim's BMW.
Yeah. It's amazing who you meet on that job. It's the only job I've ever had where people are genuinely glad to see you. When you go, oh, great, the tow truck's here. We can go home.
Good one. That's a good one. Oh, Lisa Perch. Lisa said that her paternal grandfather lived in Brighton, was supposed to be a waiter in one of the hotels. That's a very interesting story you've just shared, Lisa. Lisa, that's the one we love, the pleasantly lovely lady, Lisa. That's the one I'm referring to.
Do you know what? When I first left the military, I lived in Kent. I mean, Graham knows this story already. And I was an AA patrolman.
Wow.
And I went out to Roger Daltrey, who lives in Burwash. He owns a trout farm, fish farm.
That's right.
And I've gone out there, and when I've arrived, there's this guy standing there in a barber jacket in flat cap, welly boots, got some dogs running around him. He turns around, and it's Roger Daltrey.
I don't know the Roger Daltrey. He was the lead singer of The Who. Band called The Who.
He was a big pop star.
He's the most amazing guy. There's no side to him whatsoever. And he said, "All right, mate." He talks like that. You know, there's no posh accent. He doesn't put anything on. And he said, "Oh, the car's around the corner." He said, "But are you busy? Are you in a rush?" And I said, "Not really." Why? He said, "Oh, come and have a cup of tea with us." And we sat in his kitchen and had a cup of tea. And it was him, his wife, his estate manager, or something like that. And we all sat around there, and we were talking about his career. And we sat there for about an hour. It was amazing. I'm thinking to myself, I'm sat here with Roger Daltrey. And then we started talking about, how does it feel if you go to the supermarket or something like this? He said, I get fed up with it, you know. Oh, you were great in Tommy. Oh, you were amazing in this. And I said, I'm sure it used to get you down. You know, you have to wear sunglasses, flat cap, just to disguise. So anyway, as I was leaving, I said, "Can I have your autograph?" And
Good one,
and
Sapper.
all I
That's a
all I
brilliant
meant
one.
was, can you sign the paperwork? That's all I wanted him to do. So and as I got back in my truck, I turned around and said to him, I said, "Oh, by the way, you were excellent in film McVicker." And he went, "Get in that truck and fuck off." Really nice guy.
So it sounds like you had a good experience encountering him, Sapper. Certainly sounds it.
The guy is one of my heroes. Absolutely.
He
was
sounds it.
massive. He was massive, Roger Daltrey, for sure.
I don't
still
know
is,
Roger
really.
Daltrey, but I'm going to look him up once I've finished up with the live stream.
Yeah. You're too young to remember him, Foxy. That's all.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
me and Sapper showing our age. That's all it is.
but you're not looking your age at all. Both of you don't look it.
And I'm going to get another beer. I'll leave you with Sapper for a minute. I'll be back. I'm just going to go to the fridge and get another beer.
Yeah. Oh, Lisa, really? Lisa, your father was born in 1926. Well, to tell you something, Lisa, my friend's late father, Leslie, he was born in 1925. He was born in 1925 and died in 2022 at almost 97, because he was May 1925 and February 2022 was when he died. So I never met him, but I knew somebody who was a year older than your father up until 2 years ago, to tell you on things, Lisa. But interesting you shared this.
You know what? I've just seen Foxy. Ria's just said, I once met Jeffrey from Rainbow, the TV series. Now you probably don't remember Rainbow.
I've seen Rainbow, actually. I've seen it. I've seen this on many times.
Sapper, do you remember before Jeffrey there was David, the presenter? And then he
yes, that's right.
Jeffrey took over.
Yeah, that's right. They both died, unfortunately. David and Jeffrey, they died.
Did they?
They sadly did. They died in 2015 and 2018, respectively.
Really? I didn't know that.
Jeffrey died of pneumonia.
I wasn't really a fan or a follower, you know. I mean, I remember them from Rainbow when I was a kid.
I do too. It stopped airing on the television by the time I was born, years before I was born, but I've watched it on VHS and DVD, Rainbow.
Yeah. Do you remember Rod Hull with the emu?
No.
He was from Brighton.
He was.
No, actually, he was from Bexhill, I think.
Massive. He made shitloads of money and he lost it all. He died pretty much. He fell off the roof trying to fix the television aerial.
That's right.
And what happened to him? Did he die?
Don't quote me on that, but that's what I heard.
He's probably not with us now, I bet, because it's a long time ago.
Oh, he died, yeah, back in the late 90s, I think.
Oh, gosh, not so long. He's long dead now.
But he was really, really funny. If you look up Rod Hull, an emu, I mean, he had his arm like this around this emu, but obviously that was a fake arm. So his real arm was up the neck of the bird, and the bird was like, he used to grab people in the face, you know, and he'd go on BBC interviews with top presenters at the time, Parkinson, for example, and stuff like that, and the bird would go for people, and it was so funny. It was I thought it was funny at the time. I enjoyed it.
Oh gosh, Lisa, I'm so sorry about the loss of your late father. 1995. Gosh, he really didn't live to be very old, did he? 69. Well, my late grandfather, Edmund, he was lucky enough to have made 73, given the heart attack ordeal he suffered in the quadruple bypass. I'm sorry for your loss, lovely Lisa. I'm sorry.
Fiona's dad died in 95.
Really? Wasn't he in his 60s? Yes, I know. He only lived to be 60. Wasn't he only 66 when he died, your dad?
My dad was, yeah. I don't know how old Fiona's dad was. I think he was a little bit younger than that.
That's too early.
More or less the same age, yeah.
That's really too early, isn't it? Far too early.
It is, but you know, cancer's a nasty thing. It just strikes anybody down indiscriminately.
It really does. No, you're too right, Graham. This is far too right. Yes, I agree with you completely.
Yeah. Sure.
So anyway,
I'm going to shoot off. Guys, sorry to cut you short, but I'm going to shoot off because I've got things to do. And
I need to end the live stream.
Video.
I've got to end the live stream shortly. Pleasure, Graham. I've got to end the live stream in a few short minutes.
Okie dokie. Well, Thanks for having me on. And
Pleasure.
good to see you again.
Take care,
Hope you
Graham.
get 4,000 views, subscribers very soon.
Thanks, Graham. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you later, mate.
Ta-ta,
Take care.
Graham.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
I'm still,
everybody.
you got to delete me, Fiona. Foxy, you got to...
It's all right. You can always.
You got to kick him out. You got to kick him out.
I've got to kick him out. Oh no, he's removed. He's removed himself, Sapper. Normally,
Right,
it's
can you
better to
repost
let
the
people
link?
remove themselves. What's
Can
that?
you repost the link because Annabelle wants to join.
Oh, sorry. Wait a moment. I'm actually going to end the live stream shortly, Sapper. I'm afraid.
Oh, okay.
Because we're gone 2 hours. But the Saturday live stream is when I'm next live streaming. So definitely yourself and Annabelle could certainly come on and have a few others.
Okay, mate. Well, listen, I'll love you and leave you. And bye-bye, everybody in the chat. You've heard my voice. I am real.
Yes.
Yeah, lovely. And take your headphones off next time. And
Yes, I
that's it.
certainly will, Sapper. Of course I will.
All right. And remember what I said at the beginning. What did I say?
Do not make fun or talk about a lady's wage, or otherwise I get the black eye.
Be a gentleman.
Yes, of course.
All right. You take care, buddy. All right.
Bye-bye, Sapper. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, mate. Bye.
Now, before we end things, gosh, Ria, wow, you met Jeffrey from Rainbow. That is astonishing. That really is greatly astonishing, I must say. Really, that is astonishing. I mean, thank you for sharing this with all of us. Thank you. Okay, goodbye, Lindy. Do take care. Yes, it's time to finish things up now. It's time to finish things up now, Lisa. But it's wonderful. It's really wonderful having you on here. Really, it is. Don't you worry, Annabelle. I'm to be next live streaming. It's not going to be the inspirational live stream. It's to be the Saturday live stream special. I do 2 Saturday live stream specials every month now, starting its debut on the 8th of June of this year. So, Sandra, hello, happy birthday. Sandra, hello and happy birthday. But very many happy returns for your special day. And we're just finishing the live stream now, but the next live stream will be the Saturday live stream special, to tell you all things. But how wonderful to see you on here on your birthday. The replay is in full fruition once this is over. And don't worry if you couldn't make it, because I understand you're enjoying your big special day. Of course. Hello to you, lovely Rosé. Well, do hope you're not overdoing your recovery time. We're just finishing the live stream right now. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. I don't know what time, Lisa, I'm going to be live streaming on Saturday, but by Thursday, it's going to be all scheduled up and it will be in the upcoming live stream section and it will say what time on Saturday it's going to be happening. So thank you, Lisa. It's always wonderful having you on too. Don't you worry, Rosie. Don't you worry. So I'm to be live streaming on Saturday. One thing I'm going to rule out is the live stream. I'm not going to do the live stream earlier than 7 o'clock because I am going out all afternoon on the Saturday. But it will be either 7 o'clock or later, but the time will be confirmed tomorrow for the live stream to give everybody some assurance. I've got you on Discord too, Ria, I certainly do. Oh, Lisa. Honestly, I think had you and Sandra met, I think you probably received the biggest hug from Sandra, given the kindly birthday wishes you've provided towards her. And Laurie too. I think had Sandra and Lindley met you in person, you've said this to them in person, you'd probably just be surrounded by great big hugs from both of them. You know, they are, honestly, who couldn't love our Sandra and Lindley? We both love those wonderful ladies very dearly, don't we? And the same with you, Lisa. We love you dearly too, with all your valuable, kindly presence. Oh, brilliant. I will certainly add you on Discord too, Lisa. I certainly would. That much more can certainly be said. Thank you, Harriet. Thank you. The light suits me. Thank you, Harriet. Maria, it's time to finish up, but honestly, thank you for being so lovely to our Lisa. I mean, honestly, who couldn't love our Lisa for the kindly presence she possesses in her personality? We all love her. I mean, I certainly love Lisa dearly. I really do. Yep, good night for now. Ta-ta, supper. Right, everybody. Obviously, Sandra, our birthday guest, our birthday viewer, and of course, Lindy, the birthday viewer who's sadly gone. Happy birthday to Sandra and Lindy. And of course, thanks everybody for tuning in and watching this inspirational live stream. This is the last inspirational live stream for this month of June of 2024. And the next one will be July of 2024. It will be scheduled about 5-10 minutes after I've finished up with everything. And but come Saturday, it's going to be the Saturday live stream special. And I rule out it happening anytime before 7 o'clock. Thank you all for those who tuned in. Please don't worry for those of you who could not. The replay, it will be watchable on replay. I love you too, Lisa. I really do. Pleasure always, Lottie. It's certainly a pleasure, and it's always wonderful and delightful hearing from you, be it a live stream or the other content, be it the rail and bus or classic car or vintage alley content I'm generally known to provide. Yes, do get well, Rosie. I mean, honestly, you've been put through the pains just too much with health trouble. You've had so much health trouble. I mean, it was too much for you. Do not rush your recovery. That's the advice I'd give, even though I'm not a doctor and certainly not a medical health professional. The only advice I can give to you is be careful and do not rush your road to recovery following ill health. I've never done fish batter before, Patricia, but that's interesting what you just said. Certainly a pleasure, Anna. Lisa, I will certainly send your love to my parents. Indeed, I will. Indeed, I will. Love you too, Rosie, and love to all of you. Okay. Good night, and may your God go with you, as per Graham and Fiona's philosophy. And now time for my philosophy. Ta-ta for now, another time. Goodbye, and may your good wishes be bringing you great expectations of happiness. See you Saturday for the Saturday live stream special, and see you also after the live stream special Saturday, the July inspirational live stream. Good night, both of you, Lisa and Harriet.